This is Floridians,
a Philly sports podcast.
Hey, pal, that's my line.
Dude, just shut up and start the show. Come on, man.
Folks, welcome to another episode of the Floridians podcast. My name is David George Smith. Joining me, as always, my trusty sidekick, Luke McClatchy. Luke, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic.
We've got 2 episodes in 1 week. First time this has ever happened in Floridians podcast history. I know
Many folks would call that a big dealio.
This is a big dealio. Absolutely. So we got a lot of big dealios this week in Philly sports. Really the big one. I mean, let's just jump right into it. We got the Eagles facing a 2-11 Raiders team this week.
Maybe the only team in the league I'm looking at and going, yeah, we can beat them.
Yeah, well, like this should be a good win.
Is it mean of me to say that since Kenny Pickett's starting this game, I'm actually less scared of the Raiders than if Geno started?
Not at all. Not at all. I mean, I wasn't scared of Geno Smith, but
like Kenny Pickett, now I'm kind of like, yeah, lowish.
Yeah. Yeah, Vic Fangio versus Kenny Pickett. I mean, yeah, Geno Smith is out with a shoulder injury. Kenny Pickett is going to get, he's going to get the start.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a pessimist. Like, we can beat this team. I don't know if it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean,
it really feels like the Eagles this season are just inventing a new way to lose games every week.
I don't know. I mean, anything's possible on any given Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any given Sunday. Yeah, I mean, you know, the Raiders, they've allowed 50 sacks this season. That's the most in the NFL. So, assuming Jalen Carter, assuming Zach Vaughn, assuming we sort of blitz, sort of put pressure on Kenny Pickett, sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking the X factor. I'm thinking the X factor of this game for the Raiders is going to be Brock Bowers.
Mm-hmm.
Like, obviously, he's their best weapon. He might be the best weapon in the NFL, if I'm going to be honest. If you're talking positional value, I think he's the best tight end in the NFL, and I don't think it's particularly close. And I think he's a very explosive talent. We saw that at Georgia. We saw that last year. Maybe the first rookie tight end in NFL history to have, like, not just a good season, like an all-pro season. I think the biggest challenge of the game is going to be if we're going to keep the linebackers back to cover Bowers, if they're going to have Bowers stay back and block, because Philly's got a renewed pass rush with Jalen Phillips after that trade. I don't know. That's why I think he's the X factor. I don't know if the Raiders are just going to use him as an extra blocker because a blitz-heavy team is coming into town, or if they're going to bank on the fact that Kenny Pickett can get his explosive weapon the ball before we put him on the ground. I think Brock Bowers is the most important player on either roster this game.
I agree. 53 catches for 619 yards and 6 touchdowns in just 10 games. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, and that's
so myself.
For the football terrorism that's going on over there with the Raiders, where his regular stat line is 1 reception for 30 yards, and then Geno will have like 170 yards and 2 interceptions. Like, there's some real football terrorism happening at the quarterback position this season, folks. You hate to see it.
You hate to see it, folks. You do hate to see it.
Wide receivers and pass catchers all around the league crashing out at their glue huffing quarterbacks who just go, I'd rather throw it to the other team. Let's keep things interesting. Touchdowns are overrated.
I do think we might actually hit the running game up. I think we might handle
to run the ball against the Raiders. They just can't do it.
Yeah, the Raiders rank 16th in the NFL in run defense. They give up almost 114 yards per game. They've given up 18 touchdowns on the ground. So they're just like sort of like fine at run defense, but I think against Saquon, should probably take advantage of that middle of the road defense
Well,
there.
it's also the Raiders haven't really played a running back like Saquon this season.
Exactly. So I think, yeah, run the ball, keep it on the ground. I think after Jalen's performance, I don't want to really see the ball in the air.
I mean, the other day, the Raiders are just extremely weak everywhere. I mean, that 2-11 record is there for a reason. They have pieces like they have Bowers, who I think is, again, like I said, the most important player on both rosters. I also think he's the best player on either roster. Um, But besides that, I mean, they have the worst O line in the league. You just said they give up the most sacks. Their secondaries and anything special. I think the shining point of the Raiders roster is that you brought up is that they are mid at run defense. The best thing about their roster is they are okay at best at defending the run.
Yeah.
That is their strong suit, is being mid at run defense.
But
Yeah, I think I hope it's a 2-score win. Like, I mean, Kenny Pickett's not the kind of guy who throws multiple touchdowns. He's never even thrown for 3 in a game ever in the NFL. I mean, I'm hoping this is a major bounce back game. I'm thinking like 28-10 Eagles.
again, I was going to ask if you had a score prediction. Yeah,
I
I'm going to
mean,
go.
that is unless Brock Bowers goes like nuclear and catches like 4 touchdowns on us. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. But if things go the way I foresee, I'm thinking like 24, 28, 10 Eagles.
I'm going to go 21-7 Eagles.
Right.
27 to 27 or 21. Yeah, I'll go 21-7.
Yeah, I mean, we've had trouble putting points on the board. I'm just hoping Saquon hits a home run too to pad that number.
You know, I thought for a second there we were just about to lose everything.
Yeah,
Like I just saw myself like just looking in the camera. Just
yeah. Geno Smith, he's sabotaging us.
I think Geno Smith is folks. Geno Smith is trying to sabotage the show. Who did we say last week was trying? Not last week, or the other.
Kevin Petullo.
Kevin Petullo is trying to sabotage our show. That
Geno Smith's out in the bushes outside. He's like, "You want to see football terrorism? Doesn't end on the field, Luke. Is that your Wi-Fi over there?
I was in Seattle.
Is that your fiber optic internet? It'd be a shame if a pair of scissors found their way in."
Also, be a shame if a pair of scissors found your way. Looks like Lay Johnson said his ankle's feeling pretty good. So
It's feeling good enough to
That's
play,
good.
big dog. We're missing you out there.
yeah, we're missing you big time. It looks like he's gonna play. So
That'll be great.
Yeah.
I saw Jalen Carter's out for the game too.
that's a shame. It's
We'd
a shame.
like to have him, but I
We'd
mean,
like to have him as
you know,
well.
the one good thing the Eagles have done this season, that Jalen Phillips trade looks really, really good.
And
Because again, like the first couple weeks, if Jalen Carter wasn't getting through, nobody was. Jalen Phillips has opened up a lot on the pass rush.
absolutely. Let us know what you think. Draw in the comments.
Do we want to go over some of the takes that were submitted?
Yeah, we got some takes. So
We want to attach
got
names to them or keep them anonymous?
we'll attach names because you got to stand on business. We also did offer them the chance to be featured in the episode. So if we were to not do their names, that would be rude.
Insincere, one could say.
Insincere, jerk move, one could say. Well, let's get into it. So let's see. We got first one's going to come from Noah_Depoy. Hope I pronounced that right. The Dallas Cowboys will be back to the number 1 team in the NFC East next year.
No, I'm gonna hit you.
Read the room, pal.
Noah's a good buddy of mine from college. So Noah, I'm gonna hit you. Pretty hard, actually, if you say that again. But the worst thing about that is I don't doubt it. I mean, the Cowboys, if they win out, they have a very good chance at winning the division. So I mean, I think what makes me so aggressive at you, Noah, is that you're not technically wrong. Like,
We're talking next year. We're talking next year, though.
oh, next year? I mean, maybe. I don't know. There's
You really think
there's the draft, there's injuries. You can't predict next year.
I don't think Jerry Jones cares about football.
Oh, he does. He cares about football putting butts in seats. He
Yeah,
sold
he
his
cares about his.
soul for the 95 Super Bowl. He's like, yeah. He's like, I won 40 years ago. You remember that?
Now we got solar panels under the field.
Nah,
Cost
good
me
to hear
$300
from you,
million.
Noah. Good to hear from you, Noah. Glad you're
Shout out to Noah. Dallas sucks. We got next one's going to come from Moore _036. Eagles finish 11-6 and lose round one. Massive changes on the staff and offensively as well. I mean, I don't think. I mean that the first part of your take sound Moore _036 sounds very feasible. That does sound realistic.
Well,
I
if you
just
look
don't
at-
think.
we're if you're assuming we're 8-5 right now, right? If you're assuming the only games we win are the two against Washington without Jane Daniels and the Raiders, that's honestly where I am at about that point. I really don't think I disagree with your take. Actually, I actually think I 100% agree with you, Derek.
But I agree with that part. But I just don't think like if we lose in a wild card, if we lose in the divisional round, I don't think that will make a lot of changes in the staff.
Petula will be gone.
Patul will be gone,
I mean,
but I don't think Sirianni is going to be. I don't think Sirianni is going to go anywhere for the
I
next
don't know. This Eagles front office
5
is
years or so.
against it. They got rid of Doug like 3 years after winning a Super Bowl. I mean, they're not afraid to shake things up.
But that is that's still that move was still a like it's. I think it still left a sour taste in people's mouths. Like,
We're really
like in the NFL.
I really
But in
hope
the-
we don't do that again.
In the NFL, I just feel like if when you win a Super Bowl, you basically keep your job for the next 10 years. You know what I mean? And
much.
Doug Peter that only time historically, I think that like Doug Peterson was like the only time where like he was fired in like less than I forget. I think that's actually a fact. Like it's the first time he's actually been the quarterback's been fired like the shortest amount of time, I believe.
You could be Mike Tomlin, where a Super Bowl win guarantees you your job for 15 years.
Yeah. But I hope that we're not like Mike Tomlin and Nick Sirianni wins the playoff game in the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah, I don't
actually
know,
think
yeah.
that's a good take to finish that off. I don't disagree with you there, Derek. I actually pretty much 100% agree with you.
just to look at the schedule, obviously you got the Raiders. That should be a win. I think we win one against Washington, lose one against Washington.
I don't know. They don't have Daniels for the rest of the year. They're starting Mariota.
The Eagles team is streaky.
I know, but I think those are 3 winnable games.
Yeah.
Washington
then-
is 3-10 right now. They have one more win than the Raiders.
So really the next loss, so really the only other loss would be against Buffalo. Yeah,
Yeah, not
could
a
be.
chance. That Buffalo game, Eagles are at Buffalo, a team that can't get the ball moving and is streaky in the air is absolutely not going to be able to go to Buffalo in December.
In December, late December. Yeah, so I don't know. That should be a fun game to watch.
If you're a
Yeah,
Buffalo
if-
fan.
Yeah, but good take. Next one's gonna come from JT Povzan. The CFB playoff committee is stupid. Well, it doesn't say stupid, but there's a word there that I actually can't use on. I actually can't
classic
say
JT.
on the air. Yeah, I unfortunately I can't use that word on the air, so I'm gonna have to misquote you, but I'll say stupid. The college football playoff committee is stupid. I assume you're referring to Notre Dame.
Is that
Silly.
only that? It's just that they're stupid.
That there's he didn't say stupid. He said something else that we can't
So
say.
he didn't say anything after that sentence. That was just his take.
That was just his take. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. There are a lot of facets. And again, I'm trying to look at this unbiasedly because JT is obviously a Notre Dame fan. My mom is. Personally, I'm not. But if
Can't
you're
stand
looking
Notre
at
Dame.
that, there are a lot of things you have to factor in there. Like, I think the biggest thing is I don't think Alabama deserves to be in there over Notre Dame. But the other thing is you also can't penalize Alabama and kick them out for playing in a conference championship game that Notre Dame doesn't have to worry about. Like, these teams can't be penalized for playing an extra game, which again also makes no sense because they penalized BYU for playing an extra game and they also got kicked out of the playoffs. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, JT, I don't entirely disagree with you. I think there is a vehemently uh, bias towards SEC teams, and I think it's been that way forever in college. So in that way, I agree with you. But I would say that unbiasedly, BYU missing the college football playoffs is a bigger snub than Notre Dame. But I can see why Notre Dame fans are hurting. Yeah, it is. It's a load of crap. But I mean, there could be about 6 teams every year, even with this 12-team format, that feel it's a load of crap that they didn't get in.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't follow enough of college football to really give my opinion. I have their I have
Well, they got
their
people
schedule
just
up.
like you, Dave, deciding the college football playoff bracket. So
It's just like
they don't watch college football either.
it's like I like those jerseys. Bama's got crimson. That's a nice color. Let's make
BYU,
playoff.
what's that? Brigham Young Mormon? Kick them out. We don't want no Mormons in our
Nah.
football playoffs.
So you look at, I mean, let's just look at Notre Dame's schedule, just to because I think he's referring to Notre Dame not making it, and that's why he thinks it's stupid.
Stupid with an asterisk. That is not what he said.
Stupid. If you're gonna, folks, if you want a word for word, we can't, we got to keep it,
We are
I
TV
don't know.
PG. We cannot use profanity.
I'd even go TV 14. We're allowed
I
one
did say
F-bomb.
sack of crap last episode. I did say that. So that would probably put us up to TV 14.
That's PG. I think that's PG. Regular show is PG, and they said crap. They even said pissed, like I'm pissed off.
That's true. Okay.
Okay, that was PG.
But I think that's the
Actually,
most vulgar we've ever gotten. I don't think anything more vulgar than sack of crap has ever been said on this show.
I don't know. I mean,
It's really surprising because when we turn the camera off, we say some terrible things.
I try. I mean, I try not to because I know for a fact that I know for a fact that I think you have to be what? How old do you have to be on Spotify? Like full like 15. I don't know. 16. I don't know.
How old do you have to be on Spotify?
Like Spotify, YouTube. I think it's 13. Like where
Yeah.
whatever the.
Usually for most websites, it's 13.
But there's like a demographic, and I think it's there's like a demographic, and it breaks it up, and I think it says that like kids actually do watch the show. And I also coach basketball, and I do plug the show to them. So, and they said that they've watched it as well. But shout out to them as well.
Oh yeah. Tell them to submit some takes. They probably got some fun ones.
I'm sure they do. I think their take is that they should be in the gym 6 hours a day, but who am I to judge? Let's look at Alabama. Let me just look at Notre Dame's schedule. They lost to Miami, ranked 10th. Lost to Texas A&M, ranked 16th. Beat Purdue, beat Arkansas, beat Boise, beat NC State, beat USC, ranked 20th. Beat Boston College, beat Navy, beat Pittsburgh, ranked 22nd, beat Syracuse, beat Stanford.
And that's it.
That's it.
I really feel like the problem with Notre Dame, I feel like if they had either beat Miami or beat Texas A&M, they could afford to drop one of those games, especially because at the beginning of the season, those teams were ranked higher than you're reading now. Like, I'm pretty sure when Notre Dame was playing Texas A&M, they were ranked 3. So, but either way,
Again,
they had to either beat Miami or Texas A&M to get into the playoffs. They couldn't lose to both. I'm sure a lot of people are going to disagree with me. It's really hard because my mom listens to it too, and she might be the only bigger fan of Notre Dame than JT, so she's probably going to yell at me when she listens to this episode. But yeah, I'm sorry. It's just unbiasedly, it's a really tough argument for them to have gotten in. Now, I can totally understand that on paper, I do think Notre Dame is a better football team this year than Alabama. I do think that. But you can't penalize Alabama for playing in an extra game that they're mandated to by their conference. But on the other hand, the College Football Playoff Committee also doesn't care about that because BYU played an extra game and they lost that and got penalized.
And again, that's maybe that's the reason why I don't want to give my opinion because I don't want to come off ignorant. And
welcome to the College Football Playoffs where the rules are made up and the points don't matter. Are you an SEC school? You are. Okay. Are you Vanderbilt? You're not. You're not Vanderbilt. How would you like to be in the college football playoffs? That's another one. Vanderbilt got snubbed too. I feel like they had a decent argument to get in. But
again, I can't give you my 2 cents on the matter.
Those were fun takes. I agree with 2 out of 3 of them. Noah, you're just fishing to get me mad, and it's working. So
that's just a bad take. I mean, that sounds like that's got to be rage bait because that's just a bad take.
Noah was a great rage baiter. He's a good guy. He's a professional rage baiter.
I hate rage bait, which is like
That's
almost the
you always fall for it.
It's always that's sort of like the point. Yeah, I hate rage bait, but
people who easily get rage baited hate rage bait more at 11.
Somebody will just be like, "It beat sucks," and be like, "I know, shut up." And also, if you're gonna, why we spent like 20 minutes talking about college football. This is a Philadelphia sports podcast. We spent 20 minutes talking about stupid Notre Dame.
Hey, he put a take in.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it.
The time and day into it. I'm not going to just ignore his take. I think that's a fun one.
That's fair.
I think it's a fun little non sequitur because other than that, we've really got right now, we already went over the Schwarber signing news. The Phillies have kind of been quiet besides that. Currently, the Sixers are playing Indiana. They're up by 3. Minute left in the first, 32-29.
Maxey is out today. I forget what the injury was, but
that's a game in progress. We already went over the Eagles Raiders. I mean, the Flyers exist. I'm gonna be honest. They made me want to pound my head against the wall for the past 7 years.
Likewise. Let me just see what's Maxey's. Maxey's ill. Probably, so he'll be back. Nothing crazy.
He's probably got an islander because the midness of this team is forcing him to down the bottle. It's terrible. The only news on the Flyers is they lost in overtime to the Knights last night. Yeah, I caught a bit of that game. I caught the third period. It went to overtime, and I decided to drive home. So I didn't finish that game. They had lost by the time I got home. So yeah, that's all there really is. So yeah, I don't mind JT's sequitur into college a little bit. I mean,
no, I know. It's not like I'm still gonna like lose sleep over it. I was just busting chops.
Yeah, JT does make me lose sleep sometimes, though.
Yeah, well, we're
I think about JT.
We could that's great.
Tim submitted a take
as well. Tim also submitted a take.
Yeah, he texted me it right now. What is your opinion on Dave being bad at fantasy and he should be sad about this? That's not even really a take. That's just a
okay. Well, first of all, I was robbed of my only championship.
It was a tie. For reference, folks, Dave and I played in the fantasy football championship when DeMar Hamlin collapsed and they never continued that game. So Dave and I just never finished our championship game and we just decided to call it a tie. Because like the 1 year that I was in that game.
It was the 1 year, but it was the 1 year where I was actually good and I was like actually like paying it.
You had the number 1 overall pick 4 years in a row. Like at that point, it's a skill issue.
No, that's not true. That's bogus. No, it's not.
I have the entire stats of the league up here now. I can pull that out.
That's not true. I didn't have the first overall. I didn't even draft this team this year.
Well, because you can't draft on time. I told you 3 times when the draft was.
Something always comes up. Something always comes up.
You were like, "Can we move it?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, Dave. When do you want to move it to?" Doesn't answer me for a week and a half.
I was waiting for everybody else to get back. I hate
Dodgers.
the draft Dodgers. Thanks for also doxing me on air. That's wonderful. I am gonna cut that. Oh, I'm definitely gonna cut that. I'm gonna cut that for sure. Yeah. You tell me I suck at fantasy.
I didn't. Tim did.
You get your brother to tell me that I suck at
I
fantasy.
didn't get him to do that.
You leak it. You dox me on our own show, and we're doing a podcast. I hope you know that we're doing a podcast.
Dude, you didn't even get doxxed.
Yeah, you might as well be. It's an area that's
It's an
not
area.
it's not like
There's an area like you to live, dude. Eventually, he'll find me. How could you drop a continent I live in, dude? I live in North America. You just doxed me, bro.
dude, like how could you tell me that I live on the Western Hemisphere, bro?
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna be fine. I really don't think that's gonna lead to anything.
I'm still gonna cut it. I'm still gonna cut it.
I'm still gonna cut it. Well, why don't you cut your attitude next?
So why don't you cut your meanness, all right? Because you're being mean. Huh? Yeah.
I love Friday episodes.
Friday episode. This is the first time that we've done 2 episodes in 1 week.
Yeah.
So
It's exciting.
awesome. Submit more takes, folks. We want your takes. We want to know what you're thinking about.
Yeah, we
Showing up in
brainstorm
sports
all the
world.
time. We need you guys to do some of the work for us.
Yes, we're lazy.
Yeah.
We're lazy and tired.
We're like waiters. Just sit there and clean your table and everything for us, and then we'll still demand a tip.
yeah, they give us like 40% tip. Flip the iPad around after making
Yeah.
you a cup of coffee.
And microwaving your croissant.
Well, thanks. Any waiters that any people in the service industry.
Any waiters will be beaten senseless by every able-bodied patron of this podcast.
oh,
I'm pretty sure that's gonna be really
Oh.
funny because I'm pretty sure half the people who follow this podcast have had a waiting job. I've had a waiting job for reference, so
that's hilarious. Shout out to people in the service industry. I just look, if you're gonna just pour me a cup of coffee, I'm not tipping you.
if I have to stand up when I'm ordering from you, I'm not tipping.
I think that's true too as well. I think if I get bad service, I don't have. I'm not. I understand that dude, that's half your salary. Or
You
whatever.
should wait until the waiter comes back and they collect the check and you stand up and you're like, due to your bad service, I will not be tipping.
should I do it in the muscle man voice that you did as well? Due to your service, right? You know who else doesn't leave tips?
You know who else told me she never loved me? My mom.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, we need to just.
She's probably
We
gonna
did.
tell me she doesn't love me anymore after the Notre Dame take. That's
Well-
gonna be a tough conversation at family dinner next week.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. At least you can. You're not a fan of it. At least you could pick a conference.
Big Ten, baby. Rutgers is coming soon. I don't know when. Hopefully in my lifetime, but they lost
Place of football.
last year. That's progress.
UCF isn't much better by picking a team that's my UCF Golden Knights. Yeah, that I have no tie. I don't know. I don't have any ties to them. But it's just,
College football stinks when the college you go to sucks at football.
I agree.
My beloved Stetson, my senior year homecoming, losing 78-0 to Princeton on our own field. Fantastic homecoming. Thanks, guys.
Hey, they made the tournament. Their basketball.
Basketball they did, yeah. And then
They did.
UConn gave them the fattest wedgie I've ever seen. But hey, we were there.
You made it. You made it. That takes a lot. You made Selection Sunday.
Yeah.
That takes a lot. Also, our Afro Man did a concert at the bar there, Da Vinci's.
Yeah, I know. And he waited until I graduated to do that.
I know that's crazy, isn't it? I didn't go either. But I mean, he's got one song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you're only going for that.
Less than a minute. So
Yeah, we're just yapping and yapping and yapping. So I want to thank you guys for tuning into the second episode this week. Go Birds. We will see you Sunday. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good one.
welcome to college football playoffs where the rules are made
Notre
up.
Dame.
Don't matter.
And where Notre Dame is not playing.
Why do you have
Bye.
Bye. You, yes, you, bye. You, the viewer.
Bye.
Goodbye.
You, the Notre Dame fan. Bye.